Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight will. It was kind of it was cold this morning out there. It's getting close to get my winter coat. I have a coat, and then I got a winter coat. So yeah, it was cold out there this morning, and so anyway, I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere. And right now, Starlight's close to the mountains. This is one of my favorite areas in this location where I've been staying for more than a month. Wow, the universe is doing a job on Starlight out in this area. And I believe this is the longest I've stayed in any area as far as traveling goes. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. So you can give this video a thumbs up, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can share my videos with your friends, your family, let's see, a German Shepherd, or an owl. I know I can't do an owl again. Let's see, a rattlesnake. You have a pet rattlesnake. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a friend with a pet rattlesnake. I don't think so. So anyway, I love you so much, and also you can, I remembered don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any videos. Plus, you can also check out my playlist, and you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love you all, and this is a beautiful time of the year, at least out here. The trees are changing colors. This is why I got one of my fall tops right here, and my lovely earrings that kind of go with it. So anyway, today, I didn't know what I was going to talk about, and because I really wanted to study, but I'm not going to have enough time because this library is only open for a period of time today on Sunday. So I decided I will do the studying another day, when I have more time at the library, because of my not having data on my phone right now. So anyway, when is the last time you checked in with yourself? When's the last time I checked with myself? I'm not saying to check with other people. No, don't check with other people. Right now, it's about you. Yeah, you. I'm looking at you. I always say this because I love you, and we all need to do this. We always have to check in with ourselves, not to check in to see what other people think. Absolutely not, unless you have, a really true friend or a family member that loves and support you and is helping you and would love to help you. Yeah, that's okay to, but you are the one, yes, you are the one that still has to, decide what you want to do, no matter what anybody else tells you. So in this video, what I want to talk to you about is, I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to have to answer it yourself as far as checking in with yourself, because this is a video for everyone. There's no one that can't get help from this video. Everyone should get help from this video, from kids to teenagers to, like young men and women, middle age, and, people like Starlight's age, and the younger ones, So we never get older, it's all just a number. And so I always really believe on that. It's how you feel. So how do you feel? Do you feel young? Like Starlight feels like a kid, and wearing big shoes. I'm a kid wearing adult shoes. So anyway, in life, we all of us whether we want to admit to it or not, we can get distracted. There's many, 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 many things or people that can distract us from, what we're working on, what we should be working on, or what we want to work on, or goals that we have, so I don't know. I have done what I was supposed to do for 2024 as far as a goal. So I've been working really hard on my YouTube channel. So what was your, thing that you wanted to work on for 2024? How's that going anyway? Some of you already gave up after a week, and then there's some people that said, oh, don't do that, do this, and, do what works for you. It's all about disciplining yourself. Ouch. Doesn't that hurt? Doesn't that kick yourself right in the ass? Is like disciplining yourself. You're not living with mom and dad anymore, and thank God for that one, right? Some of you said, I want to live with my mom and dad. I do actually know people, if they could live with their mom, they would, or their dad. Well, some of them are actually living with their dad, and this does happen a lot with younger folks when they get out of high school. They leave the nest and then they're back. Somehow or another, they made it back to mommy and daddy's house, and mommy and daddy never did any. The room was left just the way it was when they left. And how do I know that? Is because I've worked in many homes for cleaning where a lot of the teenagers left, went to college, went to who knows where, had their own places where they were staying, and then they would come back and their rooms were just the way they were left. So if they ever had to come back for vacations or holidays or whatever, they could come back. And of course, if things didn't work out and it backfired, they could come back and mom and dad would be there to love and support them and help them so they can get back out there again, and try it again. So, and I really think that's beautiful. Not everybody wants to go back to mom and dad, when they leave. A lot of times kids actually, when they leave, they're running. They're like, I'm out of here. I got to get out of here. I got to find, a safe place to live. So not every child or teenager or young adult is going to want to come back to mommy and daddy for help. But anyway, so I really think that's beautiful when the parents are there and they have a space and they are willing to help their adults out. That is beautiful. And as long as they're teaching them to be responsible. And it really all starts off with how you were brought up when you were younger, and sometimes you could be brought up the right way, because it says it in the Bible, is that there were some families in the Bible that did they were really good parents. They really tried really hard. But, sometimes, the kids don't appreciate the things that you really do, the things that you sacrifice, to give them the life that they had when they were with you. So sometimes they could rebel, because they had it too good. They maybe had it too easy for them, so balance is the key for anything. And so I'm sorry, I got a glad, this is my first time. I love the brick background. I love brick background. So I do. I love bricks. So what does it mean when you see a brick wall? So anyway, how are you? I'm just going to go through a list. I know where I slack, and I know where, we have some areas on this. You're going to be like, hey, I'm doing good in that area. Whoops. No, I was doing good like a couple days ago, and, now I'm like a little off balance. So that is normal, So it's good to put our pride down and say, you know what, I've told ex-bosses, not ex-boyfriends, thank God. So ex-bosses, is that when it came to work, if they told me I was doing a really good job, or they pointed something out, and if they pointed something out, so most of the time I didn't know about it, maybe they forgot to tell me, or it was something new, or something I totally 100% forgot all about, So So anyway, if an ex employer told Starlight, "Hey Starlight, did you get this?" And I would honestly tell him if I got it or not. I'm no fool. You don't want to, like lie to a boss because they're smart. Some of them are smart. I can't say all of them are, but some of them are really smart. And what they do is they set you up for the fall, and they already checked on it, to see if you already did it or not. So, if I would say, "Oh yeah, I did it," and here they already went and checked on it and knew I didn't do it, and that is not good. It's not good for me or the my boss, my employer. So, and because what I'm learning is God says, Starlight, always be honest. So, I would have to say 99.99% of the time I'm being honest. There's some things I might say that I don't fully understand, or I'm at a certain growth where right now it's true for me, but later on as I grow, what I thought was, just because we all been lied to. So there's layers that we have to take off, and as we go on this life journey, as we go on this self-discovery, on this spiritual journey in life, is, just like when you were a kid, you believed in Santa Claus, Starlight did, and then as you mature, you realize that was a freaking lie. Why did you lie to me about that? That's wicked, So, and it's the same thing as far as going on this journey. Is I've had some people try to shut me up and not want me to even have a YouTube channel because there is a dark force out there that can manipulate people and control them like a puppet master and get them to talk for them. Because I know people right now, it's like, man, you really never spoke this much, and now you're speaking a lot, and then I'm listening. What are you saying to me anyway? What are you telling me? Well, so it's not that person that's talking to me, and some of you are going to get this. Some of you are, I lost some of you. Where did you go? So, the ones, and this is the whole thing, what you think is true and right now, it could change later on as you grow, as you grow and mature, and as long as you're going like in the right direction to get that wisdom and knowledge, so there's many times, and that's where Starlight, there's times I might put something on my video that, hey, that's what I've been told, and then I find out later as I grow and mature that wasn't true, Starlight. And it's not that I lied, it's what I knew at the time. So there is a difference to, but God does want us to be honest. So anyway, back to the reason why I have this video is I'm going to list different things. How are you doing with your time? Like, what do you do in the first thing when you wake up? I hope it's not to grab your phone. Well, Starlight does because I turn it on. Number one, you shouldn't have your phone. You wouldn't want to have your phone on all night long. It is good to actually turn it off, and it's not good to have them near your bed, because the stuff that comes out of those phones is not good. And I do have information that will be another video another time, but it's not good for you. It does cause a lot of problems with our bodies, and doctors know this. It's out there, so it's not like it's old news. It's news that it is true stuff. So some people don't believe in it. They feel, and then later on there's things that go on with people, and they're like, I wonder what happened to that person. So it is not good to have your phone, but I hope that's not the first thing is checking messages on your phone. Sorry, Starlights, I didn't know it was going to get kind of warm in here. I got more water, don't worry. So it shouldn't be the first thing that you check. And I know some of you get lots and lots of messages on your phone, but you want to make sure, when it comes to phones is, like, take care of your business first, take care of what is important. Like when I wake up in the morning, of course, my situation is a lot different than most of yours because right now I don't have data. So before, I would like to wake up and do meditation first, then do all my paper stuff like my I am affirmations, my, my manifestation, my journey, like, well, my project that I'm working on, or if you have a a journal that you are working on, but you don't want to first thing check your phone, unless there's someone special that you're waiting for, but you don't want to just crawl out of bed and first thing, because it says a lot about who you are, and you got to love yourself, even if I don't really get any messages on my phone. So I'm not checking my phone for messages, when nobody cares. No, that's true. That's not true. But so how do you spend your time in a day is so important. Are you, like, unbalanced? Are you, doing too much of one thing, and not, where you're running out of time in the day? And, like, so balance is the key as far as your daytime. And sometimes what it does take a while. Right now, Starlight's kind of a little mess right now because my data's, on my phone. I already paid for it, but it just went away in a week, so that complicates everything. So in order to get anything, like, as far as using the internet, even using a GPS, I got to go and drive around to find, like, a location where I can hook up to their Wi-Fi. So it does complicate things. So hopefully next month I'll get all that straightened out where I'll have unlimited data on my phone. But right now I'm not going to pay for all that data, because it will be a waste for this month. So, like, it's so important to make sure, like, you take care of your needs first, then, your close ones to you. And how much time do you, like, there's people that watch the news, and get onto the computer for different things. And some of you might be studying to help other people with, what to watch out for, because you could see through, see shit that's, not true, or maybe you are, your third eye is open where you can warn people of things for the future wise, like to warn them about certain things, just like movies, so you might be one of those people out there that really, like, likes to check those out and be on top of things to help people out, and that is good, but we need to have balance in there. And also, like, I just talked to a lady not too long ago. How many, like, throughout the day when you wake up and all the way to bed, is how much TV do you watch? Starlight hasn't watched TV in a couple of years. That's how much TV. I watch YouTube to get help. That's it. YouTube is my go-to place. But, like, how many movies are you watching? Is maybe you can not watch as many. Maybe you're, because a lot of times when we're unbalanced, it means that, there's things that we wanted to do, but then we put other things, before it. So you always want to work on the most important things in your day. And then if you have time to watch that movie, I would love to watch a movie, but right now I don't have any data, so that's not going to happen. And what kind of movie would Starlight watch? So anyway, besides that, is another thing is, how about, getting out in nature? When's the last time that you went out and took a walk and got out? This is a beautiful time of the year. The colors are changing, at least in this area. It's so beautiful. I was like, this is picture time for Starlight. Taking pictures everywhere. I'm like, I just took some beautiful pictures. Hopefully I will remember and put them on this video here, and you can see the beautiful, pictures that I took yesterday at a lake. So besides getting out, how much exercise? This happens to a lot of people, and then this is something, is this happens. There's people out there in the world that loves you so much that we're out there trying to get you to exercise, and then you end up doing something that's not exercise. Nowadays, people, there's a lot of people that ride bikes, but now they got the scooters everywhere. They're all over. How much exercise are you getting on that? I'm not crazy about those. I really, if you, that exercise is more important. Yeah, you're going to get there quicker, and you don't have to buy a car, especially people that don't have a car, where they use those things. That's one thing, but you can have those things, but get out and take a walk. Go on the, go, don't bring that everywhere you go, because you're not getting exercise. Your body's gonna, tell you some messages later on in life, and then it's gonna be too late. Because I've known people that they didn't get the exercise. They just went in their car, drove somewhere, got out, did their thing, got back in the car, went somewhere else, got out, did their thing, they were not exercising their bodies. But I've met a lot of older folks, younger folks, that, they're in their 70s or 80s, and, I see them out on a hiking trail, and I inspire them. I encourage them. I'm like, hey, I think it's great. Or even if they're in the park, because not all those people can handle going on the trails for hiking, because you never know what you're, unless it's a hike that they know and it's not too long of a hike. Because it's so important that you don't want to turn into the Tin Man because you didn't get the exercise. And then you're gonna, like when you don't get the exercise, and then later on down the road, you got some, oh, what's going on with my body? And then you go to the now you don't have insurance except for where you work or some kind of insurance. Then you go there, and then you can't always trust all the doctors, because now they're going to want you to go through this test, that test, this test, that. Now, how much money are you going to pay for? Because now they're trying to figure out what's wrong with you, and you really don't know if they're really just playing, trying to get more money out of your insurance or out of your pocket. So because not all of them are really for our greatest good. So you really want to do that now. And not only about your diet is, what kind of food are you eating? And I'm putting myself out here. I've been eating cheese. So Starlight, it's funny. People like, oh, but Starlight, like I told a group of people that I was around not too long ago, and they had pizza, and I'm like, whoa, Starlight loves pizza. So what I ended up having was one slice. I disciplined myself. I didn't have two slices, but really, and then I said, ooh, that's something I'm not supposed to really eat. And they're like, why not? And I said, well, because my body doesn't like it, and it really doesn't, it constipates my ass. So, and then I'm paying for it later. It's like, Starlight, did you eat cheese? Yes. Yes. And then, and then I go back for it again because Starlight likes cheese. Why does Starlight like? Do you like the pain, Starlight? No, I do not like the pain. I like, constipation can get really bad, and I'm not even going to go there with that story because of time. So you don't want Starlight telling you those kind of stories. My daughter is the only one that knows about that story, but it was funny stories, but not, it was a painful funny story. But so what kind of food are you eating? Are you eating this is an area that no matter who I talk to, they always have something back to say. They always justify the food that they know is not good for them, and they always justify why they're eating it, so I've heard a lot of statements from people that I know or don't know. So food it's like a passion, it's a passion of ours, and then you got football now, and, people they're gonna order some stuff or make some stuff at the house and sit around and watch football, and they're, and then you might not even realize how much you already ate, There's times that I've noticed with my body is that, like I'm not getting the warning sign that Starlight, you're full, and I'm like, wow, how am I possibly eating all this food? And that can happen where you're not getting any warning sign that you're, hey, full tank, Starlight, huh? No, I don't feel like full, but I'm like amazed. I'm like, how? That's a lot of food that I ate, and I'm not gaining weight. I'm actually somehow or another losing weight, and I don't have a scale, but one of my pair of shorts are kind of loose, so I can tell that I'm losing weight. So it's, but really, what is that food doing to you, and how is it going to affect you later on in your life? So, and nobody wants to hear this stuff. Nobody wants to hear about, don't talk about my food. They will protect the kind of food. I like this stuff. I'm going to do what I want to do. Don't tell me what. Hey, go for it. Eat all. So Starlight just mentioned the other day that I have to work on my diet, and this is why I want to make this video. So if you're not exercising, you got to get out. If you're, you got to walk. There's things that you can, replace as far as eating. Instead of eating so much food that I used to eat a lot of greasy food long time ago, and I don't do that anymore. I ended up having a high cholesterol. And long time ago, they were shocked, for my size, having a high cholesterol. So, and it does run in my family on my dad's side. So, let's see, are you taking enough time spiritually? Are you doing enough stuff like the I am affirmations, meditations, and, praying and getting alone with God? That is so important, is to, that's my first things in the morning that I'm doing is doing, my project besides my I am affirmations, repeat them 3 times, my manifestations, the things that I want to manifest. So it is so important to, check in with yourself, see how you're doing. And, like right now it's October, November, December, January. So, a couple more months, 3 months, and a new year coming up. So, and then you're going to be thinking of how you did last year for your goals as far as the new year goes. And like I said, that's my favorite time of year is to do that because then I can work on myself. And the other thing I want to say is, are you getting distracted in life? And there's so many things and so many ways that we can all get distracted. Like football is out there right now, and it's okay to watch football, but you want to be able to, like not it to control you, but you to control it. Don't let things control you. You got to be the one that says, you know what, I don't, I'll just watch a certain part of it or whatever, or, that you don't have to be in a rush to get to it, and all that stuff, because I have lived with that stuff. So I don't mind, people watching football, but you don't want it to become your God, So like if you're ignoring your family members and you're ignoring your loved one, she's got dinner at the table and you're like, so I've done this, where it might have not have been football, it was something else where it's like dinner's done, dinner's hot, dinner's ready, and it's like I'm busy too, but we have dinner every night at like you want it this time and you want it hot, but now the meal is getting cold and you only can reheat stuff up over so many times. Some things you can get away with heating it up. Other things, if you heat it up again, because if it was baked and it's already done, you don't want to bake it anymore because it could ruin the food. So if you're, neglecting your family members, like your kids and your wife or your husband, because even women watch football, then it's controlling you. So that is Starlight's big beef with football is when like if you're going to ignore me, over a football game. So, and that happens. So, as long as you can have that balance, that's a good thing. So you want to be the driver, in your life. You want to be the one taking control. Don't let the things out in the world to control you, where now you don't have enough time to do the things that you were supposed to do, the things that, you got to clean your house up. When's the last time you cleaned your house? Oh, you're letting everything else take its place. You got to do the yard work. What happened with that? Like I was watching football or, that happens. You're supposed to do the dishes. Now they're sitting there, or, now you don't feel like doing dishes after football because you didn't take care of, it's really important to take care of the important things first. Then say, okay, or eat earlier so then you could get your dishes done, because a lot of times when we get done eating, we get full and all that stuff, then, we get tired after we get done, and now we don't feel like doing the dishes when they were, and if you don't rinse your dishes off, after you get done eating them, not eating your dishes, but oh, you just stick yours right into the dishwasher. Well, Starlight is not a fan. I'd rather hand clean. So anyway, I love you. I really hope you get a lot of help from this video. So, make sure you're trying to have a balanced life, and Starlight's got to work on let's see, a couple of those things. So I put myself out there, and I got to figure out something because everything's different right now with the weather. I normally do yoga in the morning. It's too cold to do yoga outside in the morning. You might be able to do it inside, but woo! I mean, I was like, wow, there's no way I would even focus to do yoga in the morning at 50 something degrees or even colder. So anyway, I love you. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget, you could leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can share my videos with your family, your friends. You could share my videos with a turtle. Yeah, George 1, George 2, George 3. I don't know how many turtles we had. And also, you could share my videos with a frog, ribbit. So anyway, I do love you so much. This is Starlight. Like I said, you could give my videos thumbs up, subscribe, leave a message. Don't forget the notification bell. Plus, you can also check out my playlist because of the other videos, and also you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I love you so much. I do, from my heart to all of yours. And be that change that you want to see in the world, and that starts with me. It starts with you. So then once we do that work, then we can help other people out there. It's just like what the Bible says, like, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get this right, but somebody has like a mote in their eyes, and they can't really see how to help somebody. So you first got to take that out of your own eyes, so then you can see clear enough to be able to help somebody else out. So you got to work on yourself first, and then you can help other people out. And that's what I have been doing. So anyway, I love you. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.